train begins to slow down long before it stops. You feel it first in your body, a gentle easing, a soft release of forward motion. The sound of the wheels changes, less rhythmic, more distant. You remain seated. There is no reason to stand yet. Outside the window, buildings pass more slowly now. Their shapes become clearer. Edges soften as the train glides forward. Eventually it stops. Not abruptly, not with any sense of urgency, just a quiet arrival. You wait a moment longer before standing. Your feet touch the floor. It feels solid, reliable. You stretch slightly if you want to, or you simply breathe. Both feel fine. When you step onto the platform, the air feels different. Not colder, not warmer, just calmer. The station is small, 2 platforms, a roof that has been there for many years, a clock that ticks quietly without drama. No one is rushing, no announcements echo through the space. The station does not react to your presence. It does not welcome you. It does not ignore you. It simply exists. You adjust the strap of your bag. It rests comfortably against your shoulder. You begin to walk. Each step feels measured, balanced. Your breathing naturally slows, in and out. As you move toward the exit, you notice small details. The texture of the ground beneath your shoes, the way light falls across the platform, the faint sound of something mechanical humming in the distance. Nothing asks for your attention. That feels good. Outside the station, the town waits quietly, not expectantly, not eagerly, just waiting. The street in front of you is narrow and calm. Buildings stand close together, their walls warm from the day. Paint is slightly faded in places. Shutters are half open, half closed. You step forward. Your footsteps echo once, then disappear. You are here. And for now, that is enough. You stand just outside the station for a moment. Not because you are unsure of where to go, simply because there is no need to move yet. The street in front of you stretches calmly in both directions. It does not suggest a destination. It does not guide you. It simply waits. You take a slow breath in. The air feels clean, soft. There is a faint scent of stone, dust, and something slightly salty carried from farther away. You begin to walk. Your pace is unhurried. The street is paved with smooth stones, worn down by time and footsteps. Each stone is slightly different, some darker, some lighter. Your feet find their rhythm naturally. You notice the sound they make. Muted, predictable. On either side of the street, buildings rise only a few stories high. They are close enough to create shade, far enough apart to feel open. Windows line the walls. Some are open, some are closed. Behind one window, a curtain moves slightly, then becomes still again. You pass a doorway with a simple wooden door. The paint is chipped near the handle. It has been opened and closed many times. You do not stop. You continue walking. There is no sense of arrival yet, only movement. A bicycle leans against a wall. Its front wheel is turned slightly to the side. It looks like it has been there for hours. Farther down the street, you hear a faint sound. Dishes being placed on a surface. A door closing gently. The sounds do not overlap. They do not compete. They appear one at a time, then fade. You notice how quiet that feels. As you walk, the street curves gently, not sharply, just enough to change the view. You follow the curve without thinking. Your body feels relaxed. Your shoulders drop slightly without you telling them to. Breathing deepens, in and out. There is no pressure to notice everything, and yet you notice more. The way sunlight rests on the wall to your left, the way shadows stretch across the ground. A small plant grows from a crack near the base of a building. It looks healthy, unbothered. You pass another street that branches off to the right. You do not take it. There is no reason. You simply continue forward. Time feels different here. Not slower in an obvious way, just less defined. Minutes pass without being counted. You begin to feel that gentle sense of being somewhere. Not arriving, not leaving, just being. The street opens slightly into a small square. It is empty. A bench sits near the center. Its wood is smooth from years of use. You walk past it. A lamppost stands nearby, unlit. It will be used later when evening arrives. For now, it simply stands. You cross the square at the same calm pace. On the other side, the street narrows again. The buildings here look older. Their walls are textured, rough beneath the layers of paint. You trail your fingers lightly along one wall as you pass. The surface is cool, solid. It grounds you. You slow down slightly. Not because you are tired, because slowing feels natural. A cat lies stretched out near a doorway, half in the sun, half in the shade. Its eyes are closed. Its body rises and falls gently with each breath. You pass without disturbing it. The cat does not move. You notice how everything seems to exist independently of you. Nothing reacts, nothing adjusts. And that absence of reaction feels peaceful. As you continue walking, you begin to sense the town beyond these streets. Not visually, more as a feeling, a quiet continuity. You turn another corner. The street slopes slightly downward now. Your steps adjust automatically. Your balance remains steady. At the bottom of the slope, the air feels subtly different. A little cooler, a little fresher. You pause again, not long, just enough to notice. Somewhere far away, there is the faintest sound of water. Not loud, not clear, just present. You do not try to identify it. You simply let it exist in the background. You resume walking. Your thoughts feel less structured now. Not scattered, just softer. They drift in and out without holding on. You pass another small square. This one has a tree in the center. Its leaves barely move. There is no wind. You stand for a moment and look up. Light filters through the branches, creating slow-moving patterns on the ground. You do not analyze them. You just watch. After a while, you continue. Your body feels heavier, in a pleasant way, supported, as if the ground is doing some of the work for you. You realize you have been walking for some time now, and yet you do not feel the need to stop. There is no urgency to sit, no urge to hurry back. You are exactly where you are. The town holds you quietly within it. You take another slow breath, in and out, and you keep walking. After a while, your walking slows on its own, not because you are tired, but because your body senses a natural pause approaching. The street you are on feels quieter than the others, narrower, more contained. The buildings here are slightly closer together. Their walls seem to hold the sound, rather than let it travel. Your footsteps are softer now. You notice how little effort each step requires. Your bag still rests comfortably against your shoulder. You barely feel its weight anymore. You turn a corner. The movement is gentle, unremarkable, and then you see it. A small building with a simple entrance. Nothing decorative, nothing grand. Just a door. A small sign beside it. The letters are modest, easy to read. You do not feel relief. You do not feel excitement. Just a quiet recognition. This is where you will stay. You stop walking. Your body stills naturally. For a moment you stand outside. You notice the texture of the door, the faint marks left by years of use. You reach out. Your hand rests on the handle. It is cool, solid. You turn it slowly. The door opens without resistance. Inside, the air is cooler, not cold, just gently refreshing. The sound of the street fades behind you as the door closes. The space inside is quiet, not empty, just calm. There is a small entrance area, a mat on the floor, a narrow table against the wall. Nothing asks for your attention. You step forward. Your shoes make a soft sound against the floor. You pause again. This pause feels different, deeper, as if your body understands that movement is no longer required. A hallway stretches ahead. It is softly lit. Light does not come from a single source. It seems to exist gently in the space. You walk down the hallway slowly. Each step echoes faintly, then disappears. The walls are smooth, painted a neutral color, neither warm nor cool. Halfway down the hallway, there is a staircase. You stop at the bottom. You look up. The steps are shallow, worn slightly in the center. They have been used many times. You place your foot on the first step. It supports you easily. You climb slowly. Not one step at a time, but one breath at a time. In, step, out, step. Your breathing aligns naturally with your movement. At the top of the stairs, the air feels stiller, quieter. You walk down another short hallway. There are doors on either side, closed, silent. You pass them without curiosity. At the end of the hallway, one door waits. It looks no different from the others, but you stop in front of it. You reach into your pocket or bag. Your fingers find the key. Its weight feels reassuring. You insert it into the lock. The motion is slow. The sound is soft. The door opens. The room does not greet you. It simply reveals itself. You step inside. The space is modest. A bed stands against one wall, neatly made. A small wooden chair sits near a table. The table holds nothing. The floor is clean. The room feels neutral, not welcoming, not unwelcoming, just available. You close the door behind you. The sound is gentle, contained. You stand still for a moment. Your shoulders relax. Not suddenly, gradually. You place your bag down. The sound it makes is dull and quiet. You look around slowly. You notice the corners of the room, the way light rests on the walls. Nothing feels unfinished. Nothing feels urgent. You walk toward the window. Your steps are softer now. You reach out and open it. Outside, rooftops stretch gently toward the horizon. Between them, you catch a glimpse of the sea. Not wide, not dramatic, just a presence. The sound reaches you faintly, a low, steady movement. You breathe it in. The air feels clean. Your body feels heavier, supported. You sit down on the edge of the bed. The mattress responds gently, not too soft, not too firm. You rest your hands on your legs. You feel the fabric beneath your fingers. You stay like that for a while, not thinking, not planning, just resting in stillness. Eventually, you lie back. You do not turn off lights yet. There is no need. You simply lie there, breathing in and out. The room holds you quietly. Nothing else is required. Morning arrives quietly, not all at once, not with a clear beginning. It seeps into the room. Light reaches the walls before it reaches you. A pale, gentle light, neither bright nor demanding. You are not awake yet, not fully. Your body is still heavy, resting. Breathing continues on its own, in and out. Somewhere outside, a distant sound appears, then fades. Perhaps a door opening, perhaps footsteps. You do not try to identify it. Sleep loosens its hold slowly. Thoughts do not rush in. They drift. One appears, then dissolves. You turn slightly. The bed supports you easily. You notice the texture of the fabric beneath your fingers. Soft, familiar already. When you open your eyes, it feels unimportant. There is no urgency attached to waking. The ceiling looks exactly as it did the night before. Calm, unchanging. Light has moved slightly. It rests differently on the wall now. You remain still for a while. You let your body wake at its own pace. Eventually, you sit up. The movement is slow, measured. You place your feet on the floor. The surface feels cool, grounding. You stay like that for a moment, breathing in and out. Standing comes naturally. Your body does not resist. You stretch gently if you feel like it, or you do not. Both feel equally right. You walk toward the window. The floor is quiet beneath your steps. You open the window a little wider. Air flows in, fresh, carrying faint sounds of the town. Low voices somewhere below. A distant clink of something being placed on a surface. The sea is visible again, still calm, still moving. You watch without expectation. Minutes pass. You do not count them. Eventually, you turn away from the window. You move through the room slowly. Everything is where you left it. Your bag, the chair, the table. Nothing has changed. And yet, everything feels slightly softer. You wash your face. The water is cool, refreshing. You dry your hands slowly. You notice how each small action feels complete on its own. There is no need to rush to the next one. You leave the room. The hallway feels familiar now. The stairs wait patiently. You descend slowly. Step, pause, step, pause. At the bottom, the door opens easily. Outside, the town is awake. Not fully, just enough. Streets are quiet. Shadows are long. Light rests gently on the walls. You step forward. Your body remembers the pace from the day before. Walking feels natural. You pass the same buildings. They look slightly different in the morning light. Colors appear softer, edges less sharp. A shop is opening its door. The sound is gentle. Someone inside moves slowly. There is no sense of urgency. You walk without destination. Again. Your footsteps blend into the quiet of the morning. You notice the smell of something warm drifting through the air. Bread, perhaps, coffee. It does not pull you toward it. It simply exists. You reach the sea again. It looks much the same as before, but the light has changed. Reflections move differently across the surface. You stand still. You breathe. In and out. You feel the beginning of something forming, not a plan, not an intention, a rhythm, a way the day might unfold. You turn away from the water when you feel ready. You walk back toward the town. The streets welcome repetition. They do not mind that you pass again. Your body feels relaxed, heavy in a pleasant way, supported by the ground. As you return toward the place you are staying, you realize something quietly. There is nothing you need to do today, nothing you need to accomplish. The day is already full, simply by being here. Later that day, you find yourself walking toward the sea again, not because you decided to, not because you planned it. Your feet simply turn in that direction. The path feels familiar now. The slope is gentle. Your steps adjust automatically. Gravel shifts beneath your shoes with the same soft sound as before. You notice how predictable it feels. Reassuring. Each step lands. Each sound follows. Nothing surprises you. The air near the water feels cooler, not cold, just lighter. You slow down as you approach the shore. The sea opens in front of you, wide, calm. Its surface moves steadily, not dramatically, just enough to remind you that it is there. You stop walking. You stand still. You let your arms rest naturally by your sides. Your shoulders drop slightly. Breathing deepens, in and out. You begin to walk again, this time along the water. The path runs parallel to the shore. It stretches ahead, then curves gently out of sight. You follow it without thinking about how far it goes. Your pace is slow, almost slower than walking. The sound of the sea accompanies you, wave after wave. Each one similar, each one slightly different. You do not try to notice the differences. You let them blend together. Your thoughts soften. They do not disappear. They simply lose their edges. A thought appears, then drifts away. Another follows, then fades. You pass a bench. It is empty. You consider sitting, then you continue walking instead. Both feel equally fine. Farther along, you notice the texture of the ground change. Sand mixes with stone. Your steps feel different, softer. You adjust without effort. Your body knows what to do. The sky above is clear, not bright, not dull, balanced. Clouds move slowly, if at all. You glance up, then back to the water. Time stretches. You are no longer sure how long you have been walking. And it does not matter. At some point, you slow down even more. You stop again. You watch the waves reach the shore. They arrive. They spread. They retreat. Again and again. There is comfort in the repetition. Nothing builds. Nothing resolves. It simply continues. You sit down on a low wall near the path. The stone feels cool beneath you, solid. You rest your hands on your legs. You feel the weight of your body settle, supported. You remain there for a long while, breathing, listening, noticing the way your body feels heavier now. Not tired, just grounded. Eventually you stand again. The movement is unhurried. You begin to walk back the way you came. The path looks the same in reverse, equally calm, equally familiar. Your steps fall into the same rhythm. Your breathing matches it. In, step, out, step. As you walk, you realize something quietly. This walk will likely happen again, tomorrow, and the day after. Not because you must, because it feels natural, comforting. You reach the edge of the town again. Buildings appear slowly. Sounds return gently, footsteps somewhere nearby. A voice in the distance. Nothing sharp, nothing sudden. You walk through the streets at the same slow pace. Your body feels warm now, relaxed. As you return toward your room, the day feels complete, not full, not empty, balanced. You close the door behind you quietly. You sit down. You breathe. In and out. And the calm stays with you. The cafe appears in your day without ceremony. You do not decide to go there at a specific time. You simply find yourself walking toward it. The street leading to it feels familiar now. Your feet know where to turn. When you reach the cafe, the door is already open. It always seems to be. You step inside slowly. The air is warm, not heavy, not thick, just comfortably warm. There are a few people inside, not many. Some sit alone, some sit quietly together. No one looks up when you enter, and that feels right. You choose a table near the window. It is the same one as before. or perhaps one very close to it. The chair feels steady beneath you. You rest your hands on the table. The surface is smooth. You notice the small imperfections in the wood, marks left by time, by use. You do not mind them. They make the table feel familiar. You order something warm. You do not think much about what it is. The words come easily. The person behind the counter nods. There is no rush. You sit back slightly. You breathe in and out. Sounds move gently around you. A cup placed down, a chair shifting, low voices speaking slowly. Nothing overlaps, nothing competes. The drink arrives. You wrap your hands around the cup. It feels warm, comforting. You do not drink immediately. You simply hold it. You look out the window. The street passes by slowly. Someone walks past. Then another. Then no one. You take a small sip. The warmth spreads gradually, not just through your hands, through your body. You take another sip. Then you pause. Time stretches here. Moments do not push forward. They rest. You notice your breathing again. Slower now. Deeper. Your shoulders feel relaxed. Your jaw unclenches slightly. You sit there for a long time, longer than you realize. When you finally stand up, it feels unimportant. There is no sense of leaving, only moving on. You step back outside. The light has shifted slightly. Shadows have moved. The town feels the same, unchanged. You walk through the streets again, the same ones. Your body welcomes the repetition. It feels like returning, even though you never really left. Later, you come back to the cafe again, on another day, at another hour. It is still there, waiting. The same chairs, the same tables, perhaps a different person behind the counter, perhaps the same. It does not matter. You sit again, you order again, you wait again. And each time the waiting feels easier, more natural. The cafe becomes a quiet anchor in your day, not something you rely on, something that simply exists. As days pass, you begin to notice familiar faces. Not clearly, not in detail, just shapes that repeat. A person who always sits near the wall, another who stands at the counter a little longer than necessary. No conversations begin, no connections form. And that is fine. You share the space quietly, each in your own stillness. When you leave the cafe, you often walk slowly, as if you are carrying the calm with you. You move toward the sea, or toward your room, or simply forward. The direction does not matter. Your body feels settled now, heavier, more grounded. The town continues its quiet rhythm, and you continue with it, breathing in and out. One afternoon, you find yourself walking somewhere new, not far, just a street you have not taken before. It curves gently away from the others. The buildings here are older. Their walls carry a quiet weight. You slow your pace without thinking. At the end of the street, there is a small building. It does not stand out. It does not need to. A simple sign rests above the door. You step inside. The air changes immediately, cooler, still. The sound of the outside world fades. The space is filled with shelves. They line the walls, they stand in rows. Books rest quietly on them. You do not feel excitement, you feel calm recognition. This is a place where time moves differently. You walk slowly between the shelves. Your footsteps are soft. The floor absorbs sound. You run your fingers lightly along the spines of books. You do not read the titles. You simply feel their presence. Each one holds something, but you do not need to know what. You find a chair near a window. It is placed slightly apart from the others. You sit down. The chair supports you easily. You pick up a book. Any book. You open it. The pages are slightly worn. You read a line, then another. You do not rush. Sometimes you pause between sentences. Sometimes you reread the same line without meaning to. Your eyes move slowly. Your breathing slows further, in and out. The light near the window shifts gradually. You do not notice when it happens, only that it has. You turn a page. The sound is soft, contained. The words on the page begin to blur. Not visually, but mentally. You are aware of them without holding on to them. You read without effort, without intention. Time stretches again. Minutes pass, or perhaps more. It is impossible to tell. Eventually, you close the book, not because you are finished, because it feels complete. You place it back on the shelf. You stand slowly. Your body feels heavier now, comfortably so. You leave the library quietly. The street outside feels brighter, but not harsh, just different. You walk slowly back toward familiar paths. The cafe, the sea, your room. The day flows without edges. Morning blends into afternoon. Afternoon into evening. You eat simply. You walk slowly. You rest often. Each day begins to resemble the last. And that brings comfort. Nothing new is required. Nothing is missing. At night, you lie down earlier or later. It does not matter. Sleep arrives gently, without effort, without thought. Your dreams are soft, unremarkable. When you wake, the calm remains. Not excitement, not anticipation, just steady presence. The town continues to hold you quietly, and you remain within it, breathing in and out. Evening begins without announcement. There is no clear moment when day becomes night. Light simply starts to fade. Colors soften. Edges blur slightly. You notice it first in the sky, then on the walls, then in the streets. You walk more slowly now, not because you are tired, because the evening invites it. Shops begin to close. Doors are pulled in gently. Lights turn on one by one. None of them are bright. They glow softly. You pass a small place where food is being prepared. The smell drifts into the street. Warm, simple. You step inside. The room is quiet. A few tables are occupied. People speak softly. You choose a seat near the wall. The chair is comfortable. You sit down slowly. The table is clean, bare. You order something uncomplicated, something warm. While you wait, you rest your hands on the table. You notice how still they feel. No tension, no restlessness. Just wait. The food arrives. You do not rush. You take small bites. You chew slowly. You pause between each one. The flavors are gentle, not intense, comforting. You feel warmth spread again from your stomach through your body. Time stretches once more. Nothing pulls you forward. Nothing pushes from behind. You finish when you are ready, not when the plate is empty. You leave the table calmly. Outside, the air feels cooler now. The sea is nearby. You walk toward it again. The path looks different at night. Lights reflect on the water. They move gently with the waves. You stand for a while, watching, breathing, in and out. The sound of the water is deeper now, slower, more rhythmic. You feel your body respond. Muscles soften. Your head feels lighter. Eventually, you turn back. The streets are quieter. Fewer footsteps. More space between sounds. You reach your room. You open the door quietly. Inside, everything is exactly as you left it. The familiarity is comforting. You change slowly, each movement deliberate, unhurried. You sit on the bed for a moment. You breathe in and out. Then you lie down. The mattress welcomes you, supports you. You do not think about the next day. You do not plan. You simply rest. Outside, the town settles. Sounds fade. The sea continues its steady motion. Sleep arrives gently, like it always does now. Without effort, without resistance, night comes fully now. Not sudden, not sharp. It drifts over the town slowly. The sky darkens in layers. Shadows stretch across the streets, longer now, softer now. You hear distant sounds, a door closing somewhere far away, a faint clatter of dishes, the quiet rush of water, perhaps the sea, or perhaps a distant fountain. You do not focus, you do not try to identify them, you simply let them exist. Your room feels heavier, not in a burdensome way, in a protective way. You lie on the bed. The mattress supports your body perfectly. Your hands rest on your stomach. Your legs relax completely. Outside, the wind is calm. It brushes gently against the windows. Not enough to open them, just enough to be noticed. Your eyes close slowly, not forced, not hurried. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, even, in and out. You notice the faintest details now, the creak of the floor as it cools, a distant soft hum, the subtle scent of the night air mixing with the faint warmth of the room. Your mind drifts. Images come. They do not demand attention. They fade softly. Minutes pass, or perhaps hours. Time feels meaningless now. It stretches. It bends. Somewhere in the distance, the faintest light glows, perhaps from a lamp, perhaps from the moon. It touches the floor in soft patches. You notice it, or perhaps you do not. Either way is fine. Your thoughts continue to soften. A gentle rhythm forms, a slow, steady pulse. You feel the day dissolve. All the steps you walked, all the streets you wandered, they merge into a quiet memory, a calm background hum. You breathe in and out. The repetition of small movements, small sounds, small moments. It all becomes one soft, steady current. You do not resist. You do not grasp. You do not move. The night continues. The town rests. And you rest with it. Sleep approaches gently, not abruptly, not demanding. Just a natural settling. Your body becomes heavier, more relaxed. Your thoughts more distant. Each breath slows further, in and out. The sound of the distant water reaches your ears again. Its rhythm soothes. Waves arrive, spread, retreat. Over and over. Consistent, predictable, comforting. Your body follows it unconsciously. Heavier, calmer, grounded. The room, the town, the sea, your body. All aligned in quiet rhythm. Sleep does not need to be earned. It does not need to be forced. It simply arrives. You simply allow it in and out. And you drift. Gently, slowly, completely. Days begin to blur together. Not suddenly, not in a rush. Morning arrives, then evening, then night, all flowing seamlessly. Your body no longer marks the difference sharply. You wake gently, you rise slowly, you move through the familiar streets without thinking. Each step is measured, each breath follows naturally. You walk past buildings you now recognize. The same ones, the same textures, the same shadows. You pass the same cafes. Sometimes someone sits there, sometimes no one. It does not matter. You walk toward the sea again. Each time it looks the same. Each time it feels slightly different. The light shifts. The waves move. You pause. You watch. You breathe. In and out. Somewhere along the way, you enter the library again. The smell of paper and wood greets you softly. You walk between the shelves. You pick up a book. Perhaps the same one. Perhaps another. You read slowly, a sentence at a time, then pause, then read it again without thinking. Time stretches. Minutes become long. Hours dissolve. You no longer need to measure them. Back at the cafe, the warm drink waits for you. Your hands wrap around the cup. The warmth spreads through your fingers, then your chest, then your body. You leave. You walk again. The streets, the squares, the benches, they all remain. You do not notice change, you do not look for it. You simply exist within it. Days continue. Repetition becomes comforting. Predictability soothes. There is no need for anything else. You notice the subtle differences each day. The light shifts slightly. A window opens. A door closes. A distant sound rises and falls. But nothing surprises. Nothing interrupts. Everything moves at the perfect pace. Your body follows the rhythm, heavier, calmer, more grounded. Breathing slows further, deeper, even. Each day becomes a long, gentle wave. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Each flowing into the next, each carrying you without thought. You rest by the sea sometimes. You walk through the streets sometimes. You sit in the cafe sometimes. You read in the library sometimes. Sometimes you do nothing at all. And that is perfectly fine. Time passes without notice. Your body responds automatically. Your mind softens. Thoughts drift. You no longer notice them clearly. They fade in and out like soft water ripples. Evenings arrive slowly. Lights glow. Shadows stretch. Footsteps echo faintly. The town moves gently, and you move with it. Sleep comes earlier or later. It does not matter. It is always patient, always available. You lie in your room, you close your eyes. You feel the mattress support every part of your body. You breathe slowly, in and out. The repetition, the calm, the familiar movements all combine into a deep, effortless stillness. Nothing demands attention. Nothing requires effort. Everything is as it should be, sir. Days continue and you continue with them. You are part of the rhythm now, part of the calm, part of the quiet movement of the town and the sea. And you are completely at peace. You remain in the town without purpose. Not because you decided to stay, not because you planned it. You simply stay. The streets, the buildings, the cafe, the sea, they all exist quietly. They do not react. They do not question. Your body moves naturally through them, step by step, breath by breath. You enter familiar spaces. You leave them again, without notice. Time passes gently. Days merge into one another. Your mind softens further. You sit in the cafe again. You sip your warm drink. You notice the texture of the cup, the warmth in your hands. You do not think. You do not analyze. You simply feel. You walk the streets again. The small squares, the benches, the curved paths, the walls, they all hold you softly. Nothing is new. Nothing is missing. You arrive at the sea. It is, as always, calm, predictable, comforting. You watch the waves, in and out, in and out. The repetition becomes gentle music, a rhythm your body responds to. Your mind drifts, unhurried. Evenings arrive slowly. Lights glow softly in windows. The town exhales quietly. You return to your room. You place your bag down. You walk slowly around. You notice the textures of the walls, the soft reflection of light. You sit. You stand. You walk. Each movement deliberate. Each moment calm. The room, the town, the sea. They are patient. They do not demand attention. They only allow presence. Your body feels heavier now, supported, grounded. Your breathing deepens, in and out. Sleep approaches without notice. It does not demand effort. It does not ask for planning. It simply waits. You lie down. You close your eyes. The mattress supports every part of your body. You feel the gentle weight of your limbs, your back, your shoulders, your legs. You breathe slowly, deeper, even. Outside, the night continues. Soft waves of air move gently past the window. The distant hum of water, the faintest echo of footsteps somewhere far away. Your mind no longer chases thoughts. They drift, softly, indistinct. Each repetition, each small movement, each quiet moment builds a current you can drift along. The town, the sea, the room, they continue their calm rhythm. You are carried with it, breathing in and out. The days and nights stretch into one another. Time has no edges, no urgency, only gentle motion. You are completely part of it, and completely safe, completely at peace. You prepare naturally to let sleep take over fully, to drift into the endless loop of calm, stillness, and gentle breathing. You do not force it. You do not push. You allow it. And it arrives, patiently, softly, completely. Your eyes are closed, or they will close soon. Either way is perfect. Your body rests fully. The mattress supports every inch of you. Your legs sink gently. Your back feels solid. Your shoulders release completely. Outside, the town is quiet. Shadows stretch gently. Lights glow softly. Everything exists without effort. The sea whispers in the distance, a soft, steady motion, wave, spread, retreat, in and out. The sound is not demanding, not attention-seeking. It merely exists, a gentle reminder of rhythm. Your mind drifts. Thoughts may appear briefly, then they fade, like clouds moving slowly across a calm sky. There is no need to follow them, no need to engage. You simply drift alongside. Your breathing aligns naturally with the rhythm outside, in and out. Each inhalation is calm. Each exhalation releases tension. Time loses meaning. Minutes stretch. Hours dissolve. Your body feels heavy, safe, supported. The room around you hums softly. The walls hold you. The floor supports you. The ceiling hovers gently above. You do not need to move. You do not need to think. You only breathe. Slowly, deliberately, in and out. The night continues. The distant waves continue. Everything repeats softly, predictably, comfortingly. Your body feels more grounded. Every muscle releases. Every thought softens. Every breath deepens. You drift further into calm. The repetition is hypnotic. Step, breath, wave, breathe. It is endless. It is complete. It is exactly right. Your mind and body exist in this perfect rhythm. The town, the sea, the quiet streets, all move in harmony with you. Sleep carries you gently, deeper now, further now. You float within it. Not awake, not aware, completely calm, in and out. The waves continue endlessly. The light softens and fades. The streets and buildings rest quietly. You are part of this rhythm. You are safe. You are calm. You are home within it. There is nothing else to do. No thought, no concern, no plan. Only breathing. Only calm. Only stillness. And as you drift deeper and deeper, every sound, every moment, every gentle wave guides you further into a sleep that has no edges, no boundaries, only infinite, gentle, endless calm. The night stretches endlessly. There is no beginning. There is no end. Only calm. Only rhythm. Your body lies fully supported. Every limb rests completely. Your back is secure. Your shoulders are soft. Your hands and feet are heavy in the mattress. The room around you is quiet. The shadows are long and soft. Light from distant lamps filters gently through the windows. Outside, the sea moves steadily. Wave, spread, retreat. You are not watching it. You are part of it. Your breath matches the rhythm. In and out. Time dissolves. Minutes do not matter. Hours do not matter. You are suspended within gentle continuity. Your mind softens further. Thoughts appear briefly, then they fade, like whispers carried away by the wind. You do not chase them. You do not hold them. You let them dissolve into calm. Each breath is deliberate yet effortless, in and out. Your heartbeat slows naturally. Every muscle relaxes. Every nerve releases. The repetition of gentle rhythms carries you. Step, wave, breath, movement all merges into one slow hypnotic current. A current you float along, completely supported, completely safe. Outside, the town sleeps quietly. Buildings rest. Streets are empty. Shadows lie still. The sea continues its soft motion. Predictable, endless, comforting. You are aligned with this calm. Your body, your mind, the rhythm of the world, they exist as one. The night stretches on. Breath, in, out, wave, flow. Every sound is gentle. Every moment slow. Nothing intrudes. Nothing disturbs. You drift further, deeper, without resistance. Your mind becomes almost weightless. Thoughts soften into clouds of silence. Your body becomes entirely still, grounded, comforted, supported. The night is endless. The rhythm of waves and breath is endless. The calm is endless. And within this endless calm, you are completely immersed. Safe, silent, still, in and out. You drift. Completely, slowly, gently. The world around you continues its gentle rhythm. The town, the streets, the buildings, the sea, they move with infinite patience, and you move with them. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to happen. Everything simply exists. And you, suspended in perfect stillness, drift into sleep without end. You are completely still. Your body rests fully on the mattress. Every part of you is supported. Every muscle is soft. Every thought floats away. The night continues endlessly outside your window. Shadows stretch slowly. Lights glow faintly. The sea whispers its calm rhythm in the distance. Wave, spread, retreat, in and out. Your breathing matches it. Soft, slow, even. Nothing interrupts this rhythm. No sound demands attention. No light demands focus. No thought pulls you forward. You drift deeper, deeper still. Each moment merges seamlessly into the next. Time is irrelevant. Minutes dissolve. Hours are meaningless. You are entirely within calm, entirely within safety, entirely within peace. The repetition carries you. Each breath, each wave, each small movement of the night flows together. Step, wave, breath, stillness. Your mind softens further. Thoughts appear like clouds on the horizon. They fade, they disappear. Your body follows the rhythm automatically. Heavier, calmer, grounded. You feel the gentle warmth of the room, the faint coolness of the night air, the soft glow of distant lights. You do not need to notice them. You do not need to interact. You simply exist, in and out. The world is suspended. The town, the streets, the sea, the buildings, all move together in gentle harmony. And you move with them. There is nothing to accomplish, nothing to pursue, nothing to anticipate. Only the rhythm, only the calm, only the flow. Sleep absorbs you completely, deeply, gently, endlessly. Your mind drifts like the waves outside, steady, predictable, soft. The repetition, the calm, the stillness, they all merge. Your breathing, your heartbeat, your body, your mind, they all merge. You are fully aligned with the infinite rhythm of the night, with the endless gentle waves, with the quiet streets and the soft glow of light. You drift further, deeper, completely, in and out. There is no edge, no boundary, no rush. Only infinite calm, only total stillness, only sleep without end. The night continues, the town continues, the waves continue, and you continue, completely immersed, completely at peace, completely asleep. Thank you for listening. Let your mind drift, let your body sink. Each wave, each breath, each step carries you further into endless calm and deep sleep. Replay if needed. No rush, no pressure. Just slow, gentle relaxation. Sweet dreams. Sleep story. Deep sleep. Just relaxing story. Insomnia. Relief. Hypnotic. Calm. Stress relief. Sleep aid. 2-hour sleep. Sleep meditation. Relaxing. Narration. ASMR story. Bedtime story. Sleepy time. Mindfulness.